We are here talking Bison women's basketball with head coach Maren Walseth. The Bison lost a road game at USD. USD is leading the league. They're a very good team. We welcome you, Coach, and talk about this game. It was a tough game. You knew it was going to be a tough game. It always is down there. And how's the team handling this particular loss, and how do you move forward from this one?
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a dogfight, especially going into double overtime here in Fargo. Yep. You expect their best effort on their home court anyway, but there was maybe a little added incentive on their part, and certainly they came out and they threw the first punch, and I think it took us a little bit to kind of get over that initial first punch, but something that we can learn from and we can grow from watching film. And it's not anything major. It's small, meeting the ball, faking passes to make passes, sprinting hard and sprinting wide in our lanes. So it's things that we can correct.
How did they get off to such a quick start? 21-8 after the first quarter, 42-17 at half. So they were really good in the first half.
They were very good, and I think a lot of that was their offensive rebounding, whether it was right in for a putback or a three off of that. But long shots equal long rebounds, and our guards weren't as involved as they have been or as obviously needed to be.
With that said, though, in the second half, 38-37 collectively over the half, so you responded after halftime, and that's a positive, no question.
There is, because we can go in the locker room and we can calm ourselves down and we can talk about what went well, what went poorly, some adjustments that we need to make, and I think those things happened, and therefore the second half was a little bit more customary of what we are capable of doing. 26
turnovers, that was probably a big stat that you looked at after the game.
It was, and that was something that we talked about going into the ball game, valuing the basketball and valuing each possession. It wasn't so much that they were pressing and picking us apart that way, but they were just very physical, and so we weren't necessarily meeting the pass. They were bumping us off our line. They were able to get their hands on deflections that then turned into steals. So something of the strength of the basketball and owning our own spot are things that we can work on.
Amy Williams and USD have it rolling. They're 8-1 atop the league. What do you like about what they're doing this year?
I think they're a very well-balanced team. You can tell that it doesn't matter who scores or how they score. Very willing to pass the basketball, willing to get a great shot, not necessarily a good shot. And so they're a fun team to watch. Unfortunately, it's not fun to play against them. Yeah,
no question. In the standings, USD's 8-1, SDSU's 7-1. But after that, tons of parity. There's opportunities out there each night to maybe get a win. One of those is coming up this week with Oral Roberts.
Yeah, Oral Roberts is coming off of two tough games at on their home court that resulted in losses for them. So certainly that's something that we can look to build on. We played them very competitively here in Fargo. We'll go back and look at that scout and make sure that we make key adjustments, the appropriate adjustments, but be ready to change how we start the game. And that's the biggest lesson that we can learn.
I remember that game. They're good on the glass, aren't they? They're a very good rebounding team.
They are. They out-rebounded us here in Fargo, led primarily by their guards. They've got some small guards that really like to get in the paint, but also their post player and Bryce Blair, she went off and had a good night for us, and that's for them, and that's something that we can make some adjustments on and hope to not shut her down, but control her a little bit more.
So the gauntlet continues really at Oral Roberts. They're 6-3, then turn around and go to Brookings. They're obviously very good on their home court. Did lose to USD though. So how do you approach this week? You just come off the road, now you're back on the road. This is a tough stretch here.
It is, but this is why we play college basketball, for the adversity and for the challenges. So we'll get back in the gym today. We'll do some true individuals with individual skill sets. What can you improve on? What do you want to? What do we need you to improve on? So a lot of individual time to make sure that our players are mentally in a good place. Then we'll attack it from a team aspect tomorrow. We'll get on the plane on Wednesday. We'll get a shoot around and a practice there Wednesday night and go for Thursday. We'll travel again on Friday, and that preparation becomes much more of a mental preparation, which is something that we have done before and we're good at. We'll get into Brookings late Friday night. We'll have a shoot around on Saturday, and we got to keep going.
Wow, a busy weekend. Best of luck to you guys.
Thank you.
All right, Thursday at Oral Roberts, 7 p.m. Jack Michaels on the call with the Bison Radio Network. Saturday at South Dakota State, of course, at Frost Arena. Always tough. 4:30 for the start time on that one. We'll recap both those games next week. We'll see you next time.